Top of the beats, DJ. www.supremacysounds.com.
Check audio 1 2. Video quality checking 1 2. Welcome, dear online viewers. As there are very many parties of pool in the world, I want to thank you for having kept yourself here at the satellite media. I want to welcome you this evening. It is exactly 8 p.m. and we are at King's Sport Pool Arena here in Entebbe, where we are having the end of year tournament in the round of 16 between the two giants. These are all former Q Masters at this very pool arena, with Henry of UG being the first Q Master and Moses Oloya, of course, followed him. However, there are other Q Masters that have come. We had Ashraf, and the current Q Master is none other than Beckham. This is an in-house tournament that is taking place here, where we felt that the two giants should be showcased and actually be put to the world to see who is more precise, who is the better player. This is the end of year King's Sport Pool tournament. I want to remind you that the scores are 1 for Moses and 0 for Henry of UG. Live commentary proceeds shortly. Yes, there is another match going on between Isaac Ongu and Sula, and the scores on the center table in that match are 2 for Isaac and 0 for Sula. In the current stream, Henry of UG failed to clear the frame playing the reds, and now Moses Oloya is on the verge of bringing a second one here. If he is very precise with his very lethal left hand, he is on the verge of getting himself a second one. With Moses so far appearing the better player, aims and taps, getting himself a second one. Henry 0, Moses 2, rest 5. The two giants, the two former Q Masters, are facing off with each other here at the end of year tournament, King's Sport Pool Arena 2025. In the round of 16, we have players like Isaac Ongu and Sula, who are currently on table, with Isaac Ongu leading Sula by 2 frames to 1. Robin and Shakul are also in the round of 16. Henry of UG and Moses, it is this match. We have Waterman and Clinton. That one is also a very big match. Mark and Tizoman, Julio and Little Guan. We have Geoffrey and Isaiah, Detective and Kenny are the last 15 and 16 respectively, who are going to face off this very evening. On the break has been Henry of UG, porting. Unfortunately, he leaves the table open, inviting Moses Oloya back. I think pressure is mounting onto one of these players because after 3 attempts, the table wasn't still closed. The 4th attempt, and still the table remains open. I want to send shout-outs to one Rem, a member of the King's Sport Pool Arena. Wherever you are, we want to wish you well. Enjoy the stream with your family. Yes. After the 5th attempt, the former 2Q masters, none of them has closed the table. Let us see whether Moses can close it. Yes, Moses closes the table on the reds. After 15 minutes, Moses is leading Henry by 2 frames to 0. On the center table where Isaac is versing Sula, the scores are tied at 2-2 with Isaac on the break, but fouling on the break. Moses continues to attack. He is well known for his target with his very lethal left hand, just like that of Ian Kazibwe and Mansour Bwanika. But of course, some members say Mansour Bwanika plays pool for the poor because of his slow antics and the pool of snookering his opponents. It is going to be technical here as Moses is looking for ways of extending his lead to 3 frames. However, Henry of UG must be very, very careful. They are members of the King's Sport Parliament that always sits on a daily basis. They don't mind whether the members are 2 or 3 or 4, as long as there is a quorum of 2 players. The meeting, the discussions in the Parliament of King's Sport will always begin. Among the regular members in that parliament is Detective. We also have another member called Little Guan. But of course, Little Guan is known for his poor skill in potting balls. Some members say he plays ancient pool. Henry in attack, playing the yellows with 4 or all of them left on the table. 2 are a little bit tricky. They are together and still touching one of Moses' red. The taller of the 2 bends and packs his yellow at the top right corner pocket. Score updates: 2 Moses, 0 Henry of UG. I want to remind you that the Ugandans in Zimbabwe are doing very well, with the 3 of them who had taken their lives to the semi-final, donning themselves $500 in the money bracket. However, currently in Zimbabwe is the second life that is going on, and I have been reliably informed that the matches are going to end tonight. So let us pray for them so that they can come back with that trophy. Moses fails to pot a red that was relatively close to be potted. Henry here tries a follow shot. Unfortunately, he didn't apply the right skill to have it potted by combination. Now Moses will be on the verge of eliminating the former Chew Master Henry of Uganda, the CEO body fix. Moses draws the shot well. He'll only be left with the task of rolling the red into the bottom left corner pocket. But of course, another task will be manipulating the cue ball to see to it that he can pot his black to either the corresponding center pockets. And there he goes, aiming for the 3rd time. As he pots black is Moses Oloya. Score updates 3-0. Yes, Dewo Gracious Herbert says he saw me at the arena, the MTN arena in Lugogo, and is asking where I'm streaming from. I am streaming this match live from King's Sport Pool Arena on the satellite media TV, and of course this a match here of the two giants. You could be seeing them play a little bit slower. Each of these players knows the potential of the other. That once a game is left, once a cue ball is given out, there will always be a clearance. As Henry needed a slight draw shot, he ended up compromising his target, and as I speak right now, he has failed to clear the frame. You could have seen that the skill of draw back was applied in order to have the cue ball a little back, but it wasn't applied to perfection and ended up losing his target. The score update still 3 for Moses, and 0 for
baba kiboke tokota mwakufuna mbulambala